Yes, yes. Good afternoon, good evening, or good morning, depending on the time when you are joining the live. We are back again with another live stream here on Africa 24 with me, your host Alex Ogega, football fan, sports journalist, and a lover of the game called football. So today we bring you tragic news about the passing on of one of football's great players by the name Diogo Jota. We lost him by a tragic accident that happened in Spain when he was driving with his brother, and it's a very sad thing today for the sports people. And there is the image of Diogo Jota, a Liverpool player. He has the ability to play on the wing, can also play as a number nine, and he has had a he has had a rough career uh, getting to the top level. He began his career in Portugal in a team called something like Pacos Ferreira, and from Pacos Ferreira, he was slowly coming up, and he Cortez.
Yeah, but
How are you?
shocked.
Shocked. Same thing hapa. Hata sisi, the first time I heard of the passing on of Diogo Jota, first I thought it was fake news. Yeah, then nikaenda ndio nika confirm kwa Fabrizio. Then I learnt of the passing on of Diogo Jota, which is very sad. That's why tuko hapa leo kufanya show in memory of him. Otherwise, welcome to the show. Karibu sana.
Thank you. One thing that's still significant is he never walked alone. He was Liverpool through and through. And yo, may he rest in peace. Like, no, do you know that? Like, Maka today, I was like, oh my god, am I guilty? Because at one point, Sujui Lukwa Juzi, me and my friend were talking. We're like, but you see how like singers die. I'm assuming rappers on Akufa too. Anyhow, footballers are like probably the cleanest players out here. Because such tragedies they don't really happen in football. Maybe it's stuff to do with like related to the heart and the likes because of a lot of pressure. And then this week this happens, and you're like, what was that? Was it a premonition ulikuwa napewa ama ilikuwa nini? Sijui yake.
Yeah, actually, it's something like that. But let me welcome kwa show Boni Boni. Karibu sana kwenye show Boni and me. Uh, he'll be joining in a bit. But so the funny thing is, Curtis, after Jota passed away, it's when right now. Did you know Jota played for Atletico Madrid?
I didn't. But hata
Yeah,
sijui
that's
alitoka wapi, so it makes sense.
so yeah. That's the funny thing. He began his career in a club called Pacos de Ferreira.
Okay.
Then after playing there for a while, he moved on to Spain in Atletico Madrid in 2016.
Mm.
Then from Atletico Madrid to Porto, then from Porto loan kadhaa kiasi, then akajipata championship with Wolverhampton. Then he transitioned with Wolverhampton to the league 2017. I don't know whether you remember.
Oh yeah, I remember him from the Wolves. I'm just saying
Yeah.
I didn't know like Wolves walimtoa wapi.
So yani, that's the funny thing. But let me welcome Kimanzi. Kwanza kona kofi ingine noma. Kimanzi, how are you?
Anavanga hiyo ama thugs ya South Africans.
Bonnie, how are you?
Boni
Safi.
internet. Eh?
What unasemaje? Umenitupa
Unajua hii
sana.
bucket hat. Do you know this bucket hat is criminals hat in South Africa?
Nimekumisi, umenitupa sana.
Ai, unajua mimi
Lakini
nazama but
Bonnie anaweza kuwa alibaiwa na mpoa.
inakaa jo siku hizi nikaa ona ana smile zaidi. Ama juu
We are
ligi
in love.
haiko.
Yeah. Yanaendelea fiti kote, by the way umenitupa sana lakini ni sawa. Mungu yuko.
Communication is two way. Ai.
Hakuna communication, huwezi eka message zako on read tu hivi.
Listen, last we spoke, still last we spoke, who wrote to who?
When you can read 3 weeks bwana. 1 month.
Nilikuweka on red.
Anyway,
Unadanganya.
Diogo Jota. Mi niko fiti. As a
Karibu.
football family, of course, we are mourning the death of Jota and his brother, Adri Silva. A moment of silence. I hope before you started the show, you had the moment of silence for them.
Okay.
It's a
Actually,
big
we are
loss
waiting
for
for
me.
you, Bonnie, so that we do one
I'm not the
together.
host of the show.
Yeah, we can't. We need some rhythm, so we need everyone so that we do it.
I invite them. Invite them.
Yeah. So, but as for now, Mzalendo and Kelong will be joining in a few, so that we give the moment of silence. But we were conversating with Kote that we were saying that we didn't even know Diego Jota played for Atletico Madrid in 2016, but I think by that time his name wasn't as big as it is nowadays. But he has played for a couple of clubs, and for where he reached in his career, unazaona like he's a guy who started from the bottom.
The ground up, yeah.
Yeah, then to playing to Atletico, then to Porto, then transitioning to Wolverhampton there in the championship. Then from the championship, then Sakurai in the league, and he also played I think almost over 180 something, or not. I think 132 games for Wolverhampton, and he scored 44 goals for them. Then he transitioned to Liverpool in 2020, and after joining Liverpool in 2020, he has won all the domestic trophies for Liverpool, winning the
The
Premier League,
scouts.
winning
Okay.
the FA Cup, and winning two EFL Cups. So, my question to you guys as we discuss this show: do you think Liverpool should retire his shirt number?
Yes. I think they should to honor him, because he he died unexpectedly, and one of the best ways a team can honor a player is preserving their memories, and keeping his shirt would be one of those. Oh, hi, Mzalendo. Papa.
I
You're
think his
mute
mic
or
is
what?
on mute. His mic is on mute. We cannot get him. And
Atukuski?
and I think we also need Jalala in the studio. People are saying
No,
predictions
your
zake zote
story.
zimeenda nje.
Your story tumweke on the actual
Jalala,
show. Tumweke on the actual
Jalala,
show, your
unajua
story.
ukimwambia hivyo atakwambia
Don't. It's not
walipigwa
about
na
that
Al
today.
Hilal hapo,
It's not
Yeah,
about
watapigwa
that
leave
na Al
him on
today.
the
Hilal
show.
hapo mbaya.
There is no he can run away from being cooked. We have to cook him because he gave
I did
the
tell you
prediction.
though over the weekend, guys, niliambia hii kitu like paper taichukua tu ni kama
Yeah,
akupe.
because he
Anachukuaje?
told us
Alipigwa? Hakuna kuichukua, si
Alidharau.
alipigwa. Anaichukua aje?
Alipigwa because of how he
Alipigwa.
started it. Alipigwa because of his plans of like pre-planning his thoughts. When anafikiria, like he thinks, oh, this is not Liverpool, this is not Arsenal, this is not Man U or Tottenham. So we can just play anyhow we want and we'll still win. They thought hii ilikuwa 2020, 2018, 19 hapo. Times have changed.
and so
Kwani timu gani
speaking on
itabeba
the
hiyo Club World Cup?
Mi sina contenders hadi. Whoever wins it wins it. But Chelsea is not my favorite. Maybe at this point I should root for PSG.
Quarters, you don't want Chelsea to avenge for you people losing to PSG. You don't want Chelsea to
Are
avenge
you
for
sure PSG it will be PSG versus Chelsea? I uko sure bado.
yeah, that's why I'm asking you, or if it's even Bayern Munich. You don't want Chelsea to avenge for you people.
I'm a fan of Bayern in Bundesliga. So I only
But
get to support Arsenal if it's Arsenal versus other leagues. But
But anyway, speaking on the Club World Cup, the City versus Al Hilal game, do you guys think the Saudi league is underrated compared to
Alex, before you
European?
continue,
Uh-huh.
start to scare kutoka Mzalendo his words for
Mic yake iko mute.
acha unmute sasa ajaribu. Si anatusikia?
James
Nawasikia
amelala
vizuri
sahi.
sana.
I
Mnawasikia vizuri sana.
we lost a
Vipi
star.
Cortez? Huh?
I said we lost a
What?
star in the game.
Oh yeah. Uh, Tigo. In fact, Nathan is the one who broke the news to me that Tigo is dead. Mm. It's unfortunate that he had
He
to
liked
die.
him.
I don't know whether he liked him or not. Perhaps he could come and tell us whether he liked him or not. But he's the one who told me that Tigo is dead. I'm wondering how he got the news before me. But he told me, guess.
Roblox.
Hmm? Yeah, yeah. He told me,
Wewe
guess
hujui
this news
mpira utajua aje? Unajua
before.
Nah, your kid is more on the internet than you. Labda Roblox ili unajua ako hapo
No, I
wengi.
think, do you know, let me tell you one thing for a fact. Nathan plays football in the house from the time he wakes up to the time he goes to bed. That is maybe 1 a.m.
So find him an academy.
And he's on his phone playing football all the
FIFA.
time. If he's not
Mm.
here playing football, or he's either playing PlayStation football.
Akuje kwa show.
So he loves football, and he is very skillful.
I'm
He has,
glad that he's not a typical American kid. So
no, no, he
at,
loves
at least
soccer
at least
so
muna
much.
muna muna
Even me, I
mkumbusha.
love soccer, but hiyo yake iko beyond
Uli,
my
ulilezi so
capacity.
Mungu
Siwezi.
alitransfer
amepita
to
hata
Nathan.
Jalala,
Hmm?
God transferred your
ameshinda
skills to
Jalala.
him.
Jalala anafaa
Akuendeleze.
kuja kwa
Anapenda
studio.
anapenda ball ile mbaya.
He is your legacy.
Jalala
So
ako
Akuje
train
wapi?
kwa
him.
studio. Akuje kwa studio.
Jalala si umtafute kwa simu, yuko njiani anaelekea
I
huko.
know where Jalala is, Tawambia.
Mm.
Lazima akuje kwa studio Cortez. You see, you cannot run away from being cooked.
Tawambia.
Being cooked. Lazima
Nathan,
tumtafute. You cannot run away from being
Ndio,
cooked.
that's why I said tuwekeni show ikuwe the main day ya kuattack Jalala. For today, let's just discuss about Jota, his career, and maybe a few transfers.
okay.
Yeah,
That's why
so
I was like,
But the
acha
topic
Mzalendo
today is
tupatie his
Jota.
words or
Limoni,
how he knew
lakini
Jota and what he knows about Jota and how he's honoring Jota.
How I'm honoring. Oh, let me tell you. First of all, just condolence to the team.
Mm.
Yeah, for losing such a good player.
Mm.
But one thing I can say, it is just tragic for the Liverpool fans and for Portugal.
And his
Uh,
family.
yeah, so it was a very good forward for the Portuguese team. And again, somebody dying at a very young age is not something that we can, you know, we can celebrate or we can just let pass like that. There's nothing. It is very very sad for young people to die, especially on a road accident. So Cortez and everybody else who are using the roads, you are young, your adrenaline is running very high. You want to move very fast, and I know Cortez is a very reckless driver. So just be careful on the road, uh, so that we don't lose you at a very young age, in your prime age. So losing a player at the age of 28, he was, yeah.
Yeah.
And then again, he just didn't die alone. He died with his brother, Silva. I don't know whether you know that.
Andre,
Who,
yeah.
yeah, who also plays professional football in Spain. He plays for a team called Zamora or something.
Mm.
Yeah, he plays for Zamora. So it is a tragic loss for a father, for his friends, for very close family members,
His
and
wife and
for the
kids.
fans, and again for teammates who played alongside uh, Thiago. Because I know Cristiano Ronaldo must have been very much affected with the loss.
Right.
His coaches like Klopp is, I mean, must have sent his condolences to the family. But we, the football fraternity, we are also deeply shaken.
Mm.
These accidents are so many. These young players are buying these very fast machines to try their speed. Uh, just let them live a easy life so that they can continue buying more machines. But ishi tu maisha ya kawaida. Yeah, don't be like Ngolo Kante or this other one is called
Money.
Sadio Mane. I mean, life is take
Life is
life the
simple.
way take life in its simplicity. You can earn so much, but you can't own the whole world. You can't own everything that is good. That Yes, just be moderate. If you can buy a Lamborghini, buy other small cars for people who can't afford those cars. Yeah, I think that is what I will encourage most players who are earning this money that is so much that they don't know what to do with it. But again, my condolences to the family of Tiago, all the Liverpool fans in Kenya. You'll never walk alone. Thank you.
Okay, so wacha tukaribishe hapa mzee Kelong, one of our able panelists. Amepotea
Zekelo.
sana.
Wewe
Before we
kwanza
give the
nitakuma
minute of
mapua.
silence, Kelong atuambie mtu amepotea sana. Last debate ulimiss, we needed you there.
Good
Kelo,
evening. Yep.
omba
Ulienda
nisikupate. Mi
ulienda kwa
nakuma
shop.
mapua.
Pole bwana, life imenipeleka mbio and yeah,
Naelewa. That's me. Uh-huh.
but we're here and thank you everyone. Mpata mzalendo akifanya submission um,
So that
talk
means it's
about
you.
the loss of Diogo Jota, uh, devastating news, and yeah, that is life. We we are alive the next minute we are gone. Life is fickle, and uh, I was hearing Zalendo giving players advice, telling them to take life slow pace, and yeah, it's a good advice, but sometimes there's no there's no blueprint to life. Unaweza kuwa unakula mchele kunyonge uende. So I know Diego Jota was driving Lamborghini. We don't know if he was speeding or what, but it was just a terrible accident that happened. And yeah, any car can kill you. Anything can kill you in short. So that is life, and it's devastating. And yeah, to all the football fans, I know every football fan had this as a shocker because these are the players we watch almost week in week out, and we are them gone while they are active. It's sad, and yeah, apologies to family, and sorry to all football fans, and yeah, may you rest in peace.
Okay, on his death, so I don't know if bloggers are just making stories just to remain relevant, but there's a point I'm not getting. Were they speeding to a point they got off the road, or were they driving and then there was an oncoming car that almost crashed into them, and he tried to avoid that, and that's how they ended up off the road?
So what I'm hearing is that he was trying to overtake a vehicle. Then I don't know what happened. He lost control. I think
If
no. When he was
Mzalendo.
trying to overtake, his tire burst.
Yeah,
And
Taba.
it then he lost
oh,
control. Then he hit uh, somewhere. Then it went into flames. I think that's what I've got from reputable news sources. Yeah.
okay, that makes sense. Cause here in the West, when if it's one way and you have a car in front of you that is going slow and you try to overtake, there's a chance that you will have an oncoming car. Because with one way, it's just like there's only two lanes, the one going opposite you in your direction. So if you
Mm-hmm.
overtake and there was another car oncoming, then you probably try to like avoid that because I don't know. But if
Yeah,
it's the tire, then it makes sense, I guess.
yeah. It was a dual carriage, so it's not a one way. So
Mm.
we're just trying to overtake someone to go
Okay,
the next lane, and that's what happened. But that's what I'm hearing. Yeah.
that's unfortunate.
Okay, so nilikuwa nimesema the 1 minute of silence sitaifanya solo, we need to be full house and I see tuko wote. So before we begin the show, because today we have so many things to discuss,
Yes.
we first give the minute of silence, then we continue. Okay, so once again karibuni kwa show yetu ya leo and we have a lot of things to discuss but first of all I want to hear your opinions about my thinking is that Liverpool should retire Diogo Jota's shirt number. But what do you guys think? Kocha tuanze na Boni. Do you think Liverpool should retire Diogo Jota's shirt number?
Out of respect, I think it's a sad day for football lovers, for the football world. And Diogo Jota, after joining Liverpool in 2020 from Wolverhampton Wanderers, he has been a very key player to Liverpool, despite the fact that some of the fans they have criticized him. And I was also following some of the Instagram posts from the football lovers and also football players. And I have seen one of the football legend, of course, and also he is playing currently, saying that most of players they don't get that appreciation when they are alive, but when they die, then that is when people appreciate them. Diogo Jota was having a lot of critics from several fans that he is not performing, that he is very weak when it comes to scoring goals. But now I see Liverpool management and the entire team giving their heartfelt condolences. So I think the best thing to do. I have seen the message from the boss. Of course, a lot of people were waiting to hear from Hand Slot. Slot said that he has lost a son, and the last time they spoke is when he was having his wedding. Wedding that happened 5 days ago. That is absolutely, let's say, 2 weeks ago, and he wished him all the best. So I think for the best to do, they should retire number 20 for the love and the respect of Jota. And it's a club legend because he died while he was playing for Liverpool. Also, I have seen how fans across the world are giving their condolences to the family. But what shocked me is how fast the fans who are near the Honeyfield just came out and they started giving flowers. They started placing flowers around the Anfield to show love and respect for Diogo Jota. So I think football world lost, and number 20 should retire. Liverpool should not have number 20. They won number 20, that is the EPL for number 20, but now they should also retire number 20 because Jota was playing for that number. And we should also focus with the Huntley Silva because he was also a player and he just lost his life. So number 20 to retire. Maybe that is my opinion, and it's unpopular opinion.
Okay, so Kelong, do you think your number 20 ya Liverpool should it be retired?
Yeah. For me, I don't have any uh, sentimental attachment to numbers. It's just numbers. Yeah, but yeah, maybe try as them honoring him. Maybe they should retire it. But it doesn't, in the grand scheme of things, won't do anything. It's just a number. That's my point.
Okay, so Cortez already you gave your remark. So Zalina tuambie, should the Liverpool number 20 ya Jota should it be retired? Your mic is
Alex,
on
can I
mute.
comment on that while he's
Yeah,
situating
yeah,
his?
yeah.
Okay. I am commenting again because of what Kelong has said. Kelong, I understand that a number is just a number, which is it's very true. But in the grand scheme, like you said, or in the generations to come, the reason us or the rest of us feel like we should retire the number. I know you've already agreed, but it's the reason you're giving. The reason why, let me say, for me, the reason why I feel like they should retire his number is that for the coming generation and the kids he left, his kids are probably like probably under 5. The kids he left behind, if they walk to Liverpool archives or their museum, like when they go to visit Liverpool and they're told that, oh, this is number 20, right away they should be able to realize or notice or identify that, oh, that's my dad's number. He used to play this number. And if they're told that no one played this number after your dad passed away, we are keeping it for him, it will mean a lot to them. They will feel like this club did not take their dad as just any employee. They appreciated his work. They loved him as a person who became a part of them. And it's just a number out there, but it's up to the team and up to the fans and up to the family to put a meaning into it. Anything can be anything until somebody else puts a meaning into it. Okay, long. That's what I'm trying to say. You understand?
Okay, your point.
Yeah.
Your point.
Yes. Yeah. So I think it could be just be a number, but I think for the fact that just to honor him and for future references, especially for the younger generations that never got to meet him or didn't know about him, and especially his own kids that are very young, I just think it's for that main reason they should just retire his number to just reserve his legacy, because scoring goals or winning trophies, that's just a start for the club, especially the trophies and all that. It's gonna be a start for the club. It's still gonna be a start for him, but before anybody thinks that Jota won this particular trophy for Liverpool, they're gonna think first, oh, in 2020, Liverpool won the EPL. They're not gonna think about who were the players that won it. That is a subtext, you know. So yeah, Mzekelo, I mean Zalendo, it was your turn to give us or to tell us. Do you think we should retire the number
But,
20?
but I
Uh,
think as we
mm,
discussed that I have also seen how Liverpool they have responded and they said that this is a club statement from Liverpool and they are saying that and what cruelly has proved to be his final flourish in football saw Jota become a Premier League champion and a UEFA Nation League winner. The number 20 will be rightly immortalized for his
Yeah,
contribution as part
amen.
of Liverpool 2025 title winners, the club's 20th, with his trademark skimmy and strike in front of the cob to seal victory in Apple's Merseyside derby, poignant last goal of his life. However, this particular season with the title that I have been chasing for a lot of years and in the best league in the world, for me, there I dream to play as a kid. It's a
Yes.
moment I'll
So there's your
remember
answer,
forever.
Kelong. Liverpool have put meaning into the number.
Okay. Yeah.
So the number will be immortalized.
Okay, so
Immortalized. Mzalendo, explain to us immortalized inamaanisha aje? Inakaa
Ah,
Mzalendo unajua
everyone.
vizuri.
what do you
Tuko
want to
serious hapa.
know? What do you want
No,
to know?
before you answer, Bonnie, just give us the first answer to the. Give us the answer to the first part of the question.
No, the first part of the question you're asking whether the jerseys should be retired.
No, the number, the
The
squad number.
number, the
Yeah.
number, the number should be retired. You know there's what we call FIFA rules.
Mm-hmm.
And FIFA rules FIFA rules are standard in most of the leagues. So if we Diego has not done anything in soccer that is so remarkable. for him to be a legend like Diego
Salah.
Maradona,
Mm-hmm.
like Maldini, like Francisco Totti, and many other legends who have played football before, now Messi or even Cristiano Ronaldo. So although he died tragically, as we have said that we empathize with the family, but he didn't die on the pitch. He didn't die playing football. He died on the road. So there's no
He still
much
died a
about.
Liverpool player. Don't
Yeah,
say
he died a Liverpool player. But I believe that there are better ways that and other ways they can still remember Diego, and also remember that he didn't only play for Liverpool. He played for the national team Portugal. So along his career, he has played for many other clubs that still remember him. So it's a tragic loss, but I still feel that uh, retiring that number would be far much a bigger honor for him
yeah.
than than he deserves, even at his death. So I think
True.
we need to think of better ways of remembering Tiago, and if maybe naming the changing room or the dressing room for players, that can be something they can always remember. Or maybe in a big game they honor that particular day. If that day falls on a match day that Liverpool is playing, then they give him they honor him on special occasions. I think that is more important to the game, and of course maintaining the tradition of soccer, the historic tradition of soccer and retirement of numbers in soccer. That is my take on that particular issue.
Yeah, okay. And some few days ago we had Al Hilal versus Man City, and Al Hilal they beat City 4-3 in extra time. And those guys have been excellent, from Yasin Bono, Ruben Neves to Malcolm, and the rest. Joao Cancelo. Those guys have been brilliant in the Club World Cup. They drew against Madrid, and right now they eliminated City. So my question to you guys: is the Saudi league underrated?
I think the last time we were with you about that league, I told you it is important for Saudi to beat Man City, and uh, and they did so. So what happens in the rankings now? Because that league was generally regarded as a retirement league where old players go to finish their career as they wind up. It's not a league where we have prime players who are on top of their career are going to play. We don't have 23-year-olds or 18-year-old playing in the Saudi league or playing for that particular team. So right now, I think they are really looking into buying new players, and with that kind of victory, many young players now will be attracted to play in the Saudi league. So that again, beating Man City elevates their chances of being ranked as one of the top 20 or top 30 FIFA clubs in the world. So when you are ranked the top 10 or top 5, then it means that there'll be more exposure to the team. You'll play better friendlies. You'll better engagement when it comes to soccer, and that is what everybody else wants.
Mm.
Okay, coaches. Is the Saudi league underrated?
Is the what?
Is the Saudi league, is it underrated compared to leagues in Europe?
It is underrated, and they'll for sure they're still underrated. That's they're underrated. That's a fact. And secondly, even though they won against City, it doesn't mean that they are in a position to challenge any other league. It could have just been their day, you know. They still have a long way to keep proving themselves as a a solid league. Just because one of their teams won against Premier League big teams, it doesn't equals to, oh, we should start putting them on some scale with the rest of the leagues. That's not, if anything, really how personal, how I rate the Saudi league. It's like the Division 2 of Premier League. I'm pretty sure there are teams in Division 2 of Premier League that can beat them in a heartbeat. I just feel like Man City, like I said last week, Man City, they lost because they couldn't finish the game.
Hello, Cortez. So I think we tumepoteza Cortez kidogo. So before she returns and finishes, Bonnie, do you think the Saudi league is underrated? The likes of Al Nasser, Al Hilal, Al Ittihad. Do you think those teams are underrated?
It's not underration, but the league has already been featured in some of the top leagues in the world after Cristiano Ronaldo just joined the league. Influenced, of course, personally, he is the one who really brought this league to the attention of most people in this world because he's the real goat of this football history. So it's not a narration. What I can say is that it's attracting a lot of players, quality players, and I mean, from what I saw, the likes of Joan Cancelo, Lodi, Leonard, and also Yasin Bono, Kalido Koulibaly. I think some of the top players there they joined from experienced teams and they are now doing well. So scoring against Man City, I think Man City now it's their time to go back to the factory setting. So without KDB, I saw their midfield, and it's like there is no one who can even stand in between the midfield. So Rodri is a crack after that injury for 1 year. He'll not be the same again. Of course, you saw De Bruyne leaving, and also they brought some new players. So I think it's not a big topic to discuss here. We all knew that Al Hilal they are going to give a fab performance against City. So the league is one of the topmost nowadays. There is no adoration because he had 7 plays over there, and Al Hilal playing winning against Man City, that was obvious. So there is no adoration there. Top teams, top players are in that league, and of course you are going to see some of even Messi is going to join Saudi Pro League. Who cares?
Okay, sawa Bonnie, thank you for those remarks. Kelong, tukifunga hiyo story Kelong, do you think the Saudi league is underrated?
No, it's not underrated. It's a retirement home. Uh,
Oh yeah, you hear someone who is saying it's a retirement home, yet he
Kiasi,
got he
guys,
got even
chill,
a score
Kiasi.
against
Did you
Porto.
guys hear my answer?
you got cut.
Uli hang.
Yeah.
That's what I. No, so yeah, a call came in through my phone, so that's how I got cut. But yeah, Kelong, go first.
Yeah.
Or
So,
I don't.
yeah, let me finish my point. I was saying that Saudi is a retirement league, and there's no two way into it. You can't call you can't put a standard of a 40-year-old player and say that because he went, all players are following. No, if your career is dwindling in the top leagues in Europe, then you go get some Saudi money and play. So uh, Al Hilal beating Man City is not a miracle. Remember, Al Hilal, like all of their players played in Europe, so they have that experience where they have played them before, and it's a tournament. 1 or 2 games, uh, you can play well, but After that, if it's a league where you need to be competitive every other time, then you're not going to cut it. The likes of the likes of Malcolm. Malcolm is a washed player. He never he never performed in Europe. He had high hopes, but he played even for Barcelona, if I'm not
Yeah, he
wrong.
played for Barcelona.
Yeah, I used to watch him, and I was he was in a sorry state of affair, and yeah, he he went to cash out his money in Saudi Arabia. So don't tell us about it's an United league. No, it's a retirement home. You see, even this guy, the young guy who went, John Duran from Colombia. He was 23 and went to play in Saudi Arabia league. But now I think he's back to Europe playing for
Fenerbahce.
Fenerbahce. Yeah. So you see, if you are a player above 35, that's the place you go, get money, retire, live happily after the Saudi money.
So okay, Cortez, Malaysia.
Oh no, I was saying that Al Hilal winning or winning against Man City does not give them a ticket to. I mean, well, Al Hilal as a team, they should get the recognition for that, but that does not give them does not give the whole league, the Saudi league, a ticket to be like to be rated highly as it is. Like I feel like how it is rated, it's okay. Like they're underrated for sure, and they shouldn't be rated higher. I think they they ought to be underrated because really like they haven't really, and the fact that I don't even know why UCL was considering adding the Saudi league into the competition to begin with. I thought UCL was for European countries. Al Hilal is in what, Asia?
No,
I
no,
don't
this is a
know.
club World Cup. This is a club World Cup.
It's a club World Cup, yes, I get that, but I'm talking in general, whereby like they're trying to like make this league relevant. You understand?
It's
And
the
I'm
money, the money.
Yes,
So
and that's the part I was coming to. I'm like, other than like us as the fans, if we actually look at the rules and how the game is changing, they're not even thinking about us anymore, especially the owners. It's just about what they can pocket and how their team can still keep, alive and all that. But Al Hilal or Saudi as a whole, it it should not be rated highly. Like Kelong said, and like I actually put in a comment months back. I was like, when KDB was leaving, I was like, this league should be renamed Retirement FC. I mean, sorry, Retirement League. Like because it only it makes sense if you have played your professional football in a competitive level, and then once you realize, okay, I'm at the end of my career, then instead of leaving empty handed, let me just go somewhere. Before Saudi, players used to go retire in China. I don't know if you guys remember.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes, before Saudi, players used to go to retire in China or somewhere in Asia. But then slowly, actually before that, the first thing that came was what, players retiring in America. Because America football, like nobody knows football, but the players will not stop earning the amount of money they're asking for or the amount of wages they want. So, and that's why I feel like Saudi, if they take out the money out of it, then okay, they can start competing. But if Saudi is supposed to be like part of the other five leagues, which will make it six leagues, and if it's all about the money, at some point, Saudi will take over. And as you can see, the clubs that are leading in the world, most of them are owned by either Asian owners or anything Asian affiliated. So now football has turned into money making scheme. Not a lot of people see that, and that's fine. And so I still think, as fans, we still think, or me personally, I still think Saudi league is nowhere to be compared to the existing top five leagues that are available right now. So I don't agree that it's underrated. I agree that it should be underrated.
Okay, so before we go on to the next topic, I have a question for Kelong. Kelong, you spoke about the Saudi League being a retirement home. You mentioned the Cristiano, the 40-year-old. So my question to you is, we've had Ruben Neves. Ruben Neves has been a veteran in the Premier League, and once he had a good season whereby he people were anticipating him moving to teams like Barcelona, Man City, and so on. And he went to City. We have also seen a player called Gabri Veiga, who was a young player playing in Spain, a good one. He is below even 25, and he opted to move to the Saudi league. So, are you guys 100% convinced it's a retirement place? Because if it was a retirement place, Ruben Neves was 27 by the time he moved to Al Hilal.
Can I
And he
answer
had the
that as the
option to
first
move
one?
to let me finish. And he had the option to move to Barcelona, Man City, and the likes. And hatuwezi kaa hapa tukasema Ruben Neves is not good. No one can convince me Ruben Neves has not been good. Hata Boni amevaa jazi yake.
It's not.
Wolverhampton.
I think that Ruben Neves was good, but I feel like Ruben Neves got burned in the sense that at the point when he was still at the competitive level, he believed in himself, but it got to a point that nobody actually in the higher ranks, okay, nobody in the higher ranks believed in him to a point where they could take him higher. This is how human mind works sometimes. Like you're like, I know what I can offer, but then if nobody can give me this, then let me find a place where it's just a win for me, like for me as an individual. So I do feel like these young players that choose Saudi, they choose Saudi because they're like, okay, if I go to these big leagues, it's gonna take me a long time before I become relevant. Why should I do that when in 5 years I can be a millionaire and retire? Since nobody knows me, since nobody's gonna remember me. So how about I just make the money and make a living for myself and my family? I still think that's why these players chose that because they don't want to go through this long process of trying to be relevant in the football world to the management or to the football club or to the fans because I think these are people who know what it takes to get where you have to be, and I think they just chose their peace of mind over everything else.
Yeah, I totally agree with what coaches have said, and just to remind you, Alex, remember Oscar, his potential and everything. The 26, he moved to China. He said he saw the bag and said, "My guys, I have a family that needs me."
Yeah.
So it's the same scenario. Same scenario. Oscar was great. Bonnie and Alex can confirm that. But he moved to
100%.
China and he went for the bag. So these young players going to Saudi Arabia, they have seen the bag is too good, and
It's better than the
yeah,
fun bashing them.
yeah, it's better. And in Europe it rewards with the process. If you're a good player, you get high wages. You're needed by top clubs, and you can negotiate a good salary. But if you're just below average, you just stick to what you are given. And
Hmm.
hope- so if Saudi comes calling, you pick the call and get the cheddars. Ama magani.
All of
Yeah.
us here see what we could quite screen say if we get a good calling from a good company that pays so well najua to see what like with the condition we all have right now based on the levels of life or based on the needs you have to
Very
me
fast.
of course I can speak for me. If Saudi
very
calls me right now, why should I say no?
very fast.
Which
I don't
position do
care.
you
Very.
play, Curtis?
I'm number 11 and I falls and sometimes number 8 say
Yeah.
not now.
If Saudi calls and offer me a job to sweep
Exactly,
their
that's what I'm
floors,
saying. So okay, on the
and
young
they
players
pay
they're
me more
going
than a
there.
manager here in Kenya, why not?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like these young players, when you're Memo Kwendapo, they're just trying to avoid the hurdle in the long run. Because proving yourself in the big 5 leagues in Europe, it takes a lot. Mentally, like everything, time and you like you even like in a Fika place, you can't even live a free life because the media is always on you. You can see one of the countries that has such weird media, it's England. English people, like they could have a really very good prospect, but their media always ends up ruining their talents. So if you're smart enough and you know that you don't have the capability, or you don't have the connections to make it through those. I si Saudi kwani ni kesho.
Okay, but there's a story that has been going around for weeks, but we haven't discussed. Bonnie and mute Mike Yako.
No, what if now Ronaldo and Messi they could have joined those China teams while they are young because of money? Would we now be saying that we have two gods in the world of football? What is Cologne
Wait,
saying now?
if China did what? Sorry, if China did what?
China is also known for giving players a lot of money.
Not as
Yeah.
much as Saudi, but
So endelea with your
Why is
thought
Cologne?
process.
Why is Cologne saying that Saudi is a retirement zone for those old
does
players?
China
Yet
have
Ronaldo is
oil
the best.
like
No,
the way
relax,
Saudi
Scotty.
has?
Yeah, we are not talking about Gabriel Magalhaes or talking about Trossard. We are talking about top players
It
like
don't matter.
CR7.
It's still I'm still a football fan. We are here because of a team member that none of us here he plays for. So I don't know what your point is.
No,
I'm
no.
saying, relax. Here we are going to. I want to drive a point whereby CR7 did not go to Saudi because of retirement. He's also giving those European vibes, scoring
Now, okay,
goals.
Kelong, let me answer this
Uh,
guy. Kelong,
He's
let,
saying
let me
that.
answer
uh-huh,
this guy.
uh-huh.
Bonnie, this is in the Western world. Do you know what matters? Clout. Cristiano knows he's the most famous person in the world. And Cristiano is one of the people that loves being in control. If you're a Cristiano fan and you didn't know this, this is the day to know. Cristiano loves being in control and being in charge. Cristiano knew if he went to Saudi Arabia, chill. Cristiano knew if he went to Saudi Arabia, it will create such a big buzz that it will give him some kind of power in that even if he did anything, he comes with his arrogance, he comes with anything to the team or to those people, he'll be like, I came with this. If I leave right now, your league dies, which is a reality. If Cristiano leaves and other Premier League or other league team members leave, Saudi will go back to where it was, and that's the reality. So
Yes,
he
you
knew
are trying to tell Kilong that he is the best player in the whole world indirectly. I don't think whether
he's
Kilong has
not the
to
best
admit.
player in the whole world. He is the
Why are you saying he's the best player in the whole world,
what
Scotty?
I'm saying is Cristiano is as known as Messi is known. If either of the two players choose to choose,
No, you
like
cannot
if I
compare. No, Curtis Banner, you can't
nah,
compare Messi
listen,
with
right now this conversation
have
is
a
not about
football.
Ronaldo. Listen, the conversation is not about
But you cannot
Ronaldo
be
or
misleading
Messi.
the viewers
The
here because of saying
conversation is
Messi
about
and Ronaldo are the same.
Barney,
No,
Barney, Barney. The conversation is not about the goat. The conversation is about influence. Okay,
We can make
and
it
influence,
of the
and I'm
goat as
talking about
well.
influence. Huh? Huh?
We can add it to the conversation of the goat because it's easy to debunk this guy. Yeah,
Yeah,
continue.
don't
Sorry.
debunk what I'm trying to say. Like he's trying to debunk it. That's not the point. We're not talking about the goats. We're talking about influence. And the influence is even though it like at some point Messi and Ronaldo they have the same amount of influence on any country as long as that country supports football, okay? So it don't matter where they go in the world. But Ronaldo was smart enough to know that Asia has more money, and Asia are always business people. So compared to Chinese, like they're rogue. It takes you a lot to convince them, unlike the Arabs. So that's what I'm telling you. Like Ronaldo, where he is right now, it might not be next year. It might not be. I don't know when. At some point, guys, you can come back to this conversation. Itafika mahali mtasikia like Ronaldo leaving will be such. If he leaves on a bad note with from the Saudi, you know how it's gonna negatively infect that league, and that's why I feel like he did that because, like I said, Ronaldo loves to have control. He wants to have a little bit of control, even if it's not all of it. He just needs to have that. That's what strokes his ego, and that's the difference between him and Messi. Messi is very humble. I don't care what this is, like, and then of course even though even me, I'm a Messi fan. Like all of us here, we can't admit it. Messi aliona, hey, umsana is a pena influencer. Let me see where I can give influence as well. He did his research, akaona, hey, America kuna futa, acha niende huko pia. Like they know what they're doing. Mimi na hapo tunapigania ha say, but OG I would do like they're probably making their retirement plans go through right now as we're speaking. And like I said, like Saudi is only relevant because of Ronaldo. It doesn't make him the greatest of all time just because he did that. He made that move as a business move. He didn't make it because of you as a fan. And that's what I'm trying to tell you right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kelong.
So yeah, it's all business. Remember, these players are at their what do we
Cusp
call
of
it?
retirement. Yeah.
Yeah, their best days are way behind them, right? And
Mm-hmm.
after Messi won the World Cup, so he said that there's nothing left to.
Good football.
I've achieved everything, right? So then the smart guys in US, so that is uh,
Beckham.
Beckham, his partners, they saw an opportunity, and for him it was more of a business deal because
Yeah.
I think even he's not offered a salary. He earns some percentage of the sales or the revenue that Inter Miami is doing. So and remember also the US is hosting the World Cup, right? So him as an ambassador of football, and that's why Inter Miami actually was in the Club World Cup.
Was there exactly because he's the influencer and the
Yeah,
brand.
he's an influencer. So for him, it's also a retirement place and a business idea. But now, for Ronaldo as well, it was the same thing. But he was more of selling the league as well because he is a brand. Remember, even when he moved to Juventus from Real Madrid, it's when people started watching Serie A games. Not because he's the best footballer of all times, but he's a influencer kind of footballer. That's why
Yes.
I think he should retire and sell boxers as he's doing right now, and fully concentrate on selling boxers.
Bruh, okay, when I'm disrespect Zaidi, he has a whole hotel here in New York. Usianze-
Oh, you ask someone the achievement of Messi atakwambia alichukua World Cup.
No, he has won
How many goals
everything.
has he scored?
Yeah,
Huh?
he's won everything, my friend.
Listen,
No,
Wait,
also
wait,
Won
on
wait,
top
everything
of
wait,
that,
wait,
for what?
guys,
Curtis.
guys, Kelong and Bonnie. This is to both
eh,
of you.
Won everything for
yeah,
what?
Ke-
Haiwezi. Hakuna won
Cause
yeah,
anything
Kelong and
hapa.
Bonnie.
What
Kelong
yes,
and
yes,
Bonnie. This
kushinda
is
World
this is to both of
Cup?
you.
yes.
As much as
Jamaa
this was a
anakuambia
business.
CR7 na Messi, CR7
Oh,
na Messi.
Achana
there's
CR7
only
ndio
huyo.
one
goal
female in
unakumbuka.
Wait,
here. Could
Curtis,
you
what
listen
do you
to
want to
her?
Messi
say?
mwenye unakumbuka
Wait, wait,
haizi funga hata bao. Haizi tetea
wait,
timu
Curtis,
yake.
wait, Bonnie,
Kama
Bonnie,
sio
tupatie
akina
Curtis chance.
nani hawezi cheza. Kama si akina
Sawa.
Mota hawezi cheza. Kama si akina
Ona
Otamendi
hata
hawezi cheza peke
ona
yake.
hata
Ronaldo
mmefukuza
anasimama
mzee
peke yake na
mzalendo.
anatupea
Sikia hapa.
Bonnie,
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 breathe in.
hamwezi niambia mkijua
Breathe in.
vizuri
Breathe
anasema
wait,
yeye is the
in.
Bonnie,
best footballer.
Breathe
Bonnie.
in.
Hakuna
Breathe
Best
in.
player
wacha
wapi?
Breathe
niseme
in.
Best player
Breathe
anasema yeye
wapi?
is
in.
the best.
Breathe in.
Anasimama peke yake katika timu
Wait,
na
Bonnie.
anabeba
Sawa.
timu. Messi
Kelong na
akibeba timu.
Bonnie. Fanyeni hivi.
Hey,
Kelong na Bonnie. Fungueni channel yenu mka nini. At least ya nini. Oh, hello?
Okay, we
Kelong na Bonnie.
continue.
Fungueni podcast. Mwenye mnateteshana. But but what I mean is as much as this was a business contract or a business move for Messi and Ronaldo, at the end of the day, you have to think that these two guys, they have kids. Okay?
Yeah, yeah.
They have kids who are potentially supposed to be in the football world. They know deep down that if they retire too early, people are gonna like the cloud chasing or the cloud or all the fan, all that is it's gonna stop or it's gonna slow down or rather it's gonna reduce. Unlike when they're still on. What am I thinking? This is what I'm trying to say. They are trying to still stay relevant to a point whereby, like, by the time their sons start playing football, they're still in the game, and it will still give them the chance to have their kids be like still stay relevant. Like it's a long shot. Like as a parent, you always have a long term plan. If you're a parent, I tell
I
my
think
sisi,
Na
uh,
tumefika kwa parenting sasa.
no, it's not
I
parenting.
think
Like I was just
I
trying to let
think
these guys know
I
that
think
the
I
move
think
these guys made, it wasn't just about them themselves. They were thinking about the future their sons have
okay,
to have in the football world, you know. And if they
that
had retired early,
okay.
the same
Uh,
thing right now. Rooney has a son. Who knows that Rooney's son plays football or not?
I think it's called Kai something. Kairuni or something.
Exactly. But if Rooney was still playing, kila mtu angekuwa anamjua.
No. But
But
just to
somebody is correcting you here. I
Let's
know
welcome Nathan.
your knowledge of football and his knowledge of football is a bit different. You said that Cristiano Ronaldo is a what? Is not the best player of all time. Can you tell them?
No, I didn't say he's not. He's one of the best players of all times, but
no, he's
I
one.
just don't.
Is
He's
it?
the best player of all time.
No, he's
Let's
not.
welcome
I don't know
Nathan.
what.
What is? Wacha
Uh,
tukaribishe Nathan.
What?
hi, Nathan.
Nathan.
Come here. Hey.
I,
Hey
Hi.
Nathan. Be louder.
Ronaldo might be in the top 100, but it matters which Ronaldo. Like there's Ronaldo Nazario. Like, like there's more Ronaldo.
See what you
That
should listen to
like
a
there,
kid.
I can name almost 1,000 players that are better than Ronaldo.
1,000. Give me
Yeah,
five.
me too.
Five.
Me
Five:
too.
Raymond
Yes, give me
Copa,
five.
Tell
Give
it.
me five.
Raymond Copa, Maradona, Fernet Puskas.
Hey, talent. Yeah.
Please, you know why I'm asking for five? I want Bonnie to hear and listen. I'm not a Ronaldo fan, by the way. Nathan, I'm not.
He's giving
But
his own opinion about the best player in the whole world. Let him
and
give.
and I want Bonnie
Can
to
you ask them
listen.
if they know
I
those
want Bonnie
players
and Kelong to listen.
you
Uh-huh.
mentioned?
So wacha tusikie debate ya
I can
Nathan na
name five
Boni.
players that are better than Ronaldo.
Yes, please go on.
Ronaldo Nazario, way better.
One
Um,
talent,
Maradona,
of course.
For
That's one.
sure.
Pele,
Three.
For
Why not?
sure.
Fernet Puskas,
Yeah,
Four.
Puskas. Why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The last one.
Fontaine.
Messi.
Fontaine. Do you know Fontaine? You
Hey, Poteza ni nani
Nick,
wa guys?
unafaa kuretire. Acha huyo akuwe
Fontaine.
CEO wetu. Nick, toka. Acha huyo akuwe
Okay.
CEO wetu.
Fontaine here.
But wait,
Just tell me whether you know
Nathan,
Fontaine.
Nathan, Nathan, Nathan,
Yeah,
what do you think of Messi?
Messi.
I mean, he might be better than Ronaldo, but when
Hmm.
it comes to shooting, Messi is not better than Ronaldo at shooting. Maybe dribbling and speed, but not
But
That means
as
it's 2 out of 3, right? That means Messi scores 2 out of 3.
Go and
yeah.
start
When it
Chill,
comes to
guys.
how
Not
many
chill. I deal with kids. If you want information of this child, let me be the one to lead this
So let's
information.
go and
To
start.
be honest,
But
Those are the
anyway,
trophies don't matter.
that did not come from a boy
trophies
like
don't
this.
matter. Okay.
Listen, you've said that Messi is better in dribbling and speed, right?
Yeah,
What is Ronaldo good at?
shooting.
Uh huh.
tap-ins.
I
Chill.
long
I need
shots,
answers from him.
long
You say
shots,
shooting,
free kicks,
shooting, and
long
what?
long shots, free kicks.
That's still shooting, bro. That's still
Like
shooting.
yeah, but long shots are like shots from like half corners and stuff. But if I was to say Prime Neymar is better than both, not by
Skill
skill.
wise, Nathan, in football, all players cannot fulfill all those skills. All those skills, one player can be good in one, two, three, and other player can be good at just only one. And Nathan, you need to understand that Ronaldo, Ronaldo, out of all the football players I've come across, nobody works as hard as him. Okay, he's the hardest worker we know. Everybody else, the one you're talking about, Neymar is good. Why? Neymar was born gifted. Neymar was already a talent even before he realized that he could play football.
He
That's
was
why you think,
Hmm?
he
huh?
was supposed to go to Real Madrid instead of PSG. Wouldn't want
Well, he's a
when he
rival. See, now that's the part I feel like Jalala and your dad should tell you. Real Madrid and Barcelona are enemies. They
I know.
cannot like they cannot trade players, you know? They are sworn enemies. It's like being in a battlefield. Like you have your enemy, you're trying to build the biggest house on a Roblox, right? But you and your enemy, like you're trying to defeat your neighbor to have the biggest house on Roblox, right? But if your enemy has the sources, you have to go get those, right?
Wait, Ronaldo Nazario played for Real Madrid and he's already he went for Barcelona. Ronaldo
Well, that was
Nazario.
then. That was before Ronaldo. That
No,
was
actually, he
listen.
played
That
for
was before
Barcelona, then he
Ronaldo
went
and
to
Yeah.
Messi
Madrid.
debates, right?
Uh, yeah, an example is there. Rosario went
Played
to
for Barcelona, then
played
went
for
to Madrid.
Barcelona and he went to Real Madrid.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's a very rare occasion. That's where you can say maybe
And
that guy is a
even
traitor.
Luis Figo.
Luis
Luis
Figo,
Figo.
yeah, played for the two.
Luis Figo was
All
one
right, guys.
of the top scorers
Alex,
for Portugal.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I told you I was gonna be here for 30 minutes. I gave you an hour 6 minutes, so it's my time to
Eusebio
dip.
was the top scorer for
Ah, no
Portugal.
problem, Cortez.
Eusebio.
Thanks
Yeah,
for joining.
I don't know how to pronounce his name right,
So
but like his name starts with an E. Eusebio, I think.
Eusebio, who's that?
Like he's like a Portuguese player.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Okay. All
Huh.
right, test your knowledge here. Test your knowledge. You could do if you know players, then you can. All my
But
questions, all your all the
could we
questions
release
directed to
me?
me will be answered
yeah,
by
yeah,
him
Cortez, Cortez.
from now.
Thanks for
I'm good to
joining.
go.
Oh,
Yeah,
all right, thank you,
Okay,
Cortez.
long. Good to see you and Zalendo. Bonnie and
Nice to
Alex.
see you.
Ndata ndaprafuta.
you may attend. You may attend.
Wow.
Bye,
Tongai may
guys.
attend.
It was
Yeah,
nice.
good night.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah.
Good day, kwangu. Ndio imeanza.
Oh, good day. Oh, right.
Sawa. Mm.
So okay.
Mm.
Question over to you. Tuanze na wewe Boni. Question. Rodrigo, Real Madrid player, has only had 23 minutes in the Club World Cup, and there have been rumors and speculations about him being sold. So my question to you guys is: does he have a position in Real Madrid still, or should he move on to? And if he moves on to, where to? Tuanze na wewe Boni.
I think that is the worst decision that Xavi Alonso is doing at the Santiago Bernabeu, giving that boy few minutes, and you know that that is the only player who can play at any position. We have two players in the Madrid who can play at any position. You give him defense, midfield, striking, he'll play. Vede Valverde and Rodrigo. So I think Xavi Alonso will one day regret of giving that boy a few minutes because he's very talented. So I don't think there is any team that can suit Rodrigo. No team, even Arsenal, when he comes there, he'll flop. He is meant for Real Madrid. Real Madrid is the biggest club in the whole world. That is where he can play. Tell me any club which is bigger than Real Madrid. I'm ready to listen. Tell me.
Wow. Oh,
But you see, Bonnie, that's not the debate is about Rodrigo.
See, I
Rodrigo,
said,
Chala
I said, I
Boni.
gave a
not
reason
about
why
Real
he should
Madrid being
remain
a big
at
club.
Real Madrid. I say,
Najua
Xavi will
Boni
regret.
has been poisoned by Real Madrid. He thinks Real Madrid, they have the Midas touch. Everything they touch turns into gold. Not really. Real Madrid is the club that always bullies clubs in selling their best players.
Portugal's top scorer.
That's why they have the Galacticos, but they don't really develop players. So that's why you see a player like Rodrigo would struggle because he has not shown any uh, big sign, or he's not a big name player. So they will always want to
He was the best
discard him as they
Yeah.
wish. And also, if he doesn't perform as needed, because Real also is
Okay.
result oriented. then they would want to discard him. But yeah, I understand why Real Madrid don't hit him now. But yeah, I think he still has time. He's still young. Can go to a decent club, provided it's not Manchester United or Arsenal. Then he can have a future.
And would you want him in Chelsea, Kelong?
Uh, Chelsea, we have a lot of players. Uh, I think we have like I don't know how many attackers, but yes, why not? I wouldn't mind at all. He can fit somewhere, and Chelsea now has young boys where they'll push each other to the limit. So yeah, I think he'll come to Chelsea and revive his career.
Okay, so the same question over to you, Mzalendo. What do you think of Rodrigo getting 23 minutes in the Club World Cup, and should he move on from Real Madrid?
I, you know, players uh, have got a choice, and at their prime, they want to move to other clubs, and football is business. They also want to make money, and if they're not getting play time, they can move to other clubs where they can get more play time when they are at their prime. A team like Real Madrid has got so many stars, so many good players, better than Rodrigo. So currently, I'm talking about currently, better than Rodrigo. So maybe you can get a team in England, like a team that is struggling, like Chelsea. He can get more play time. Uh, that would be superb. So that is why people like Long would like to have a player like that. So he needs to get more time, more play time when in a team that maybe is not doing so well and don't have these super strikers from Spain. So a team like Chelsea would be a good place for Rodrigo. That's my take.
Yeah, okay. So, and also, I was reading an article about Spurs, and they have a new manager in Thomas Frank, and apparently the fans are getting a bit worried, seeing that their club hasn't yet signed any player. They have just been linked to some few players like Mohamed Kudus, and they have also been linked for quite a while with Eberechi Eze. So, question to you guys: should Spurs fans be worried? Tuanze na Boni. Boni ni ume. Huyu ni kama
Guy is not
amelala.
there, man.
Boni is asleep. So,
Lala.
so Kelong, what do you think? Should Spurs fans already be worried?
Okay, Spurs is not a team that really attracts a lot of footballers. So number one, uh, the reputation is uh, Spursy, so that's the problem. And so for them to attract good players, of course they're playing in the Europa. Oh, no, in the
In
Champions League,
UEFA
right?
Champions League,
Oh,
yeah.
the Champions League. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they're playing the Champions League. I forgot about that. They're playing the Champions League and yet they are yet to sign any player because everyone knows that they got there through
The back
Piga,
door.
yeah, the back door, Piga Kiwete mwenzake. So,
Hakunaga mambo ya kiwete kwa ball. Kama ni kiwete unacheza Paralympics, unaenda unacheza Paralympics. Wewe Kilongo, tafadhali heshimu maklabu, especially kama uchezi Champions League. Heshimu maklabu,
hey,
heshimu,
hey.
kuwa na heshima kidogo eh?
Kama sisi Champions League, my friend, niko Champions League saizi ndo hii niko Club World Cup quarterfinals and yes, 2 days ago the supercomputer on
Ngoja
OptaStat predicted that
mkutane na
Chelsea
Elilal
is the
Elali.
Tuletee Ali Ali, sijui hata walizotuletea watuletee
Yeah.
best Saudi players, best 11 ya Saudi players will still beat them. So
God.
Tottenham, of
Mhm.
course, it's struggling to attract players because of the pressure it has. That's the problem. But I think Thomas Frank has a chance to now call in young players, academy players, and try to resuscitate the club and see if we can bring it to the level where um, this guy
What?
brought it, Pochettino. Yeah, but remember, I think them firing this guy Ange
And
Postecoglou it was a wrong decision, the wrong move because it shows how Spurs they are because this is a coach who has brought you a trophy in I don't know how many years, and you're firing him. You're an ungrateful lot. Uh, they don't, yeah. So I think they deserve that. I think the only player they can attract now is Mbuemo, who Manchester United wanted like a month ago, and they've not yet moved. They've not yet signed him. And again, Manchester United, huyo kiwete mwingine mwenzake, they are also struggling with attracting players because now for them even it's worse because they don't even offer Champions League football. No, there was a team that was almost relegated last season, and now with Amorim taking over from the beginning of the season, they will surely get relegated. That is a fact.
okay, swali kwako Boni. The question was, should Spurs fans be worried because the club is yet to sign any player despite being linked to some few players like Mohamed Kudus and Eberechi Eze? So should the fans start to get worried?
First, there is no Tottenham Hotspurs fans, there is no Arsenal fans, there is no Manchester City fans. So I'm wondering which fans are you talking about? But it's just a small team which doesn't have any focus. They just secured the Europa League by chance. So I think they will just go to the Champions League. They will just fumble and then go back home and just relax, play other leagues, play EPL, and then they will not win anything. So I'm wondering which fans. Do you have Spurs fans in the whole world?
So Boni, Spurs have fans, Boni. How can they miss to have
Tell
fans,
me one
Boni?
fan from Kenya. Tell me, our Muzalendo
No, it's
supports
not
Spurs.
about in Kenya. Football is universal. It's not about
Bokia,
Kenya.
Boni, football is not about your local village.
Yes, football is universal,
It's a
Boni.
global sport.
Yeah. So we can't say that we can't we talk about everything in sports. Even
Even
in
you,
Kenya,
you are
Liverpool fans
Nottingham
are
Forest fan, a fake
Yes,
one,
proud Nottingham
a fake,
Forest fan. But
a
Muzalendo will
fake.
not tell you that he supports Manchester United. He will tell you he supports Arsenal because he doesn't have stand. He is here. He will tell you that.
so anyway, so
But
yeah, question. No,
I said
Mzalendo
he
and
will not.
Arsenal
He won't.
and Tottenham fans are rivals. So, Mzalendo, what do you think of Spurs fans? Their team yet to make any signings.
I think when you see a team that is not making any signing, you have to know football is business. I've told you this many times. But team clubs are out there to there are people who own those clubs. There are people who own those clubs. Fans only form a percentage of the shares in those clubs. There are people who own those clubs in totality. So they are the ones who are in control. They are business people. They put their money there. It's like putting your money in stocks. So you know when to do the trades and you know when to hold on. It's when you are gambling, you know when to place a bet and you know when not to place a bet. So Tottenham, for now, they are contented with the players that they have, and they are seeing it is not the right time to start trading. They will want to offload or most of their players, then go into next season and buy. So that is how, maybe that is what they are thinking at the moment, in terms of business. But in terms of looking at how the Premier League and the trends in the Premier League, Tottenham will buy a player from the Premier League or from the lower division at a cheaper price. But again, those players will sometimes, and most of the time, they deliver more than the teams like Chelsea or Man City that have bought players at a very high price. And you can see with the results, the teams that have spent a lot of money on players, probably they didn't even finish in the top three. Yeah, they didn't even finish the top three. Teams that didn't spend a lot of money
Sungesema
finished
top
in the
two.
top two. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I'm just telling you. So it is not about how you who you want and what it is. It all depends on the manager and the management of the team, especially the management of the team that comprises of directors and everybody who owns that particular club, the shareholders. Yeah. So they are looking into business. They don't want to make losses. They look at the accounts, they balance them, they see, okay, fine. If we buy this and we don't buy, we will not be able to pay salaries and things like that. So there is a lot of things that go on. So these players are not paid peanuts that you can offload them off like a secretary or a clerk in your company. No, they are paid a lot of money, and if you breach the contract also, you pay a lot of money. So you have to finish their contracts. If one wants to go, you have to make a kill on that player. When you see a player being sold by a club at his prime, it means that they bought him very cheaply and they now want to make profit. I see many of you complaining, hey, mbona Chelsea wanauza hiyo player, you would not have sold that player. But him haina pesa, ina pesa, ilitumia pesa na hakuna kikombe ilichukua. Poleni sana kama nimewashambulia sana, but hiyo ni hali ya game bana. Football ni biashara, si hiyo fun ati mnakimbia kwa kiwanja na firipi. Ni biashara ya mtu, ni biashara ya mtu, ni duka
Yeah,
ya
but
mtu. Akidecide kuifunga ataifunga, akidecide kuifungua ataifungua siku ile anataka. Unaona, sasa yeye ndaifungua, mnunue, watanunua. Sasa zile ataifunga, hataki kuuza, yeye yuko sawa na pesa yake. So nyinyi mnaweza teta, fungua ununue. Boss, tumeridhika na ile tuko nayo. Wewe ukitaka kununua, enda duka ingine huko, sisi tutafungua next season.
funny thing ni kwamba businessmen were Arsenal. The players they sign are Chelsea rejects. They have, they have signed
No,
Kepa Arrizabalaga,
mhm.
Jorginho. Who else? Sterling mkamchukua for a while to pay his salary, mkamrudisha tena. Ndio now you want Madueke. We'll gladly sell you
No,
those
no,
players.
no. Sterling
I know you envy Chelsea, and that's why you want their players. Tutawapea
tulimnunua
biashara, tutafanya nini nyinyi, msijali.
Sterling tulimnunua, tuko na vile anakimbia vile.
Hamkumnunua, mliamua tu
Ona
kumlipa.
huyu wacha arudi tu kwao.
Yeah, so by the
Hatuwezi kuwa
way,
na player anakimbia hivi, tunataka player anakimbia kama player. Unajua tu kama unajua, wacha arudi hivyo, arudi kwao, acheze hiyo game yao. Utakuwaje na player anakimbia hivi bana? Ball wacha anakimbia hivi. Hiyo.
Mlimtaka sisi hata
Tulijua
kimbia haiwezi ingia sahizi.
alifundisha vile anaweza kimbia, lakini he was not running like a football player, so we returned him to where he belongs. Enda ucheze ball huko, go and play your kind of football. Arsenal, you don't understand our game. Me, I always tell people of Manchester, people like you who play this running game. We don't play running game. We play a tiki taka. We want to enjoy our game, whether we
You cannot
lose
just
or
keep us
not.
telling us about
Whether
TikTok
we
and
lose or not,
what have
we
you
count.
Wewe
We
you
want.
kweli
you
We no
you need
listen.
to
are
stop
We
we
want
lying to
to
us,
count.
man.
We want
mzalendo?
to count. We want to
I
count our
Mzalendo,
passes. We want to tap the ball in the net. Tap. Yani
Mzalendo,
we want to play and tap the ball. Wewe
you're
saa
talking
zile
about
uko hapo kwa game. Unasema
uh,
mbona hawa watu Arsenal wafungi kwa nini? Usiwangepiga sisi bao zetu ni rahisi. Funga bao rahisi kutokana na vile
no,
eh?
Mr. Mzalendo, you are
Mzalendo,
misinformed.
what is that? Can you
You're
just
talking
go
about
to
an Arsenal team that
there is no
Wenger
kind of
built. Unaona?
I am not talking about Arsenal team that Wenger built. Even this other team, kina Saka unaona bao ngapi wanafunga? Bao gani?
Wewe.
so
Mcheza
Ai, ai.
what is
tikitaka
this?
wapi? Tikitaka
Look at
na
the
game
kind of
nacheza
goals Zaka is scoring.
ni
Saka
ya
is scoring.
ni ya ito set pieces na corners na throw
Set
in.
pieces
Eh?
na corner.
Hiyo ndio mlikuwa mnaleta Champions League, mkapigwa adabu na PSG, mkafunzwa mpira. Ndio maana in the last 5 years you've just only
No,
won
unajua
FA Cup. Unaona
if I want,
Mzalendo,
you
unaona
know,
Arsenal
let me tell you this. You seem not
Arsenali
to
ni watu
understand why PSG won. Did you get why PSG won?
yes
Do you
because
know why
God,
PSG can beat any other
they
team in
they
England?
have a
God.
better game than you guys. Easy peasy.
Do you think Chelsea can beat PSG?
Yeah, bring
Yes,
them
Do you think
actually,
today.
Chelsea can
in
beat
the Club
Arsenal?
World
Bring
Cup,
them.
yes.
Tutapatana final Club World Cup tuwanyoroshe, mtuambie sijui nini.
Mulifunga Arsenal
Club
mwisho
World Cup
gani?
tuongelee Arsenali, atuongelee timu ambayo
Nimekuuliza swali,
imeshinda.
jibu swali vile umeulizwa. Ukiulizwa swali
Ah, ah,
unajibu. Mulifunga Arsenal, season imeisha. Mulifunga Arsenal mwisho lini?
tuliwafunga
Okay, sasa
juzi.
waliwafunga mwisho lini Arsenal?
Sikumbuki.
Basi.
Wewe uniambie Arsenali walishinda kikombe lini mwisho? Pia wewe niko na swali kubwa.
Nilikwambia hiyo wacha hata
Unaanza
Nathan
uniambie, nilikwambia nauliza dates.
Nathan atakujibu.
Eh?
This guy is asking me, whether football is about trophies or about winning. I don't know. What do you think? What is football about? Soccer. Is it about trophies?
Move close to
Huh?
the mic.
Yeah, move closer to the mic.
Football is just football.
Is it about trophies?
No.
Yeah. Tell
What is
him.
it about? It's about winning. That's why I play it. If you can't win, why play if you can't win?
Wait.
Mhm.
Neymar never won a Ballon d'Or.
Neymar
Yeah,
never won a Ballon d'Or.
but he won the Champions League. He won a treble in Barcelona. Remember?
I mean, Champions League treble and the treble don't matter. It just matters skill.
It's just the skills is what matters.
That's the only way people are voting for Messi is better than Ronaldo is because of Messi has a World Cup. That's all.
No,
Not
not
the
really.
World Cup. Also,
Mhm.
No.
Ballon d'Or. He has 8.
He has
Mhm.
8, and he just won the World Cup once. So how does that factor in, Mr. Nathan?
Messi hasn't won a Euro.
Yeah, because he plays
You're playing in
in
Copa,
Spain. No, he plays in South
South
America.
America.
He has won the Copa America twice.
Nations League.
So, but
So,
anyway, you guys, we are coming to the end of
Yep.
today's show. We have a
All
new
right.
account on TikTok, Dimba la Afrique. Saizi tuko 50 subscriber, no 50 followers on the new Dimba. And the first video kwanza ni ya Jalala. Yes, he gave us some remarks which aged very terribly about Man City. So we will be uploading more of our content hapo kwa TikTok, and so hizi zote will be having some shorts hapo kwa TikTok of this the live videos that we do. But thank you to everyone who watches us from Facebook, X, YouTube, wherever. Thank you so much. And algorithm inatuambia the ones who watch are more than the ones who subscribe. So tunawaomba sana people who are joining from Tembei and Facebook anywhere, consider subscribing. We grow the platform hapa kwa Dimba, and tukimalizia we have tomorrow, we have a game, Chelsea versus Fluminense, and I don't know whether Joao Pedro is going to start or he'll get some minutes, but we let's get some predictions. Tuanze na Kelong Chelsea die hard.
Of course, it's an easy win.
Score prediction.
It's an easy 3-1 win. Chelsea, Palmeiras, they're good side. Now the big dogs are playing. They're playing the big dogs in the big competition in the quarterfinals. You don't have any chance. So yeah, Chelsea will win easily. Hoping to see Joao Pedro. I'm thinking that Pedro Neto might miss the game because I understood that was a close friend to Diogo Jota. So maybe he's still in that state of mind that he doesn't want to play, or maybe he can play and dedicate a goal to him. We don't know. Let's wait and see. But Chelsea will easily win the match tomorrow. That's my prediction.
And also Caicedo got a
Oh
yellow
yeah,
card, so he won't feature. So I think tomorrow we'll see Andre Santos.
but I'm not sure because oh yeah, we'll see him definitely because Lavia cannot start the game. But I'm sure. But as you know, Maresca will start Reece James on the midfield. You can expect that. Yeah.
But
Okay, so over to you, Bonnie.
Chelsea will play Palmeiras on when?
Friday
Which is Saturday morning, right? Saturday morning.
Yeah, Saturday morning.
or
Friday,
Saturday
Fri-
morning.
Friday, US time, but Saturday morning, can.
Tom Zalendo can go
Okay,
and watch that big team.
Bonnie,
He
give
can
us your
learn one or two.
prediction.
I'm trying to build up my story. Why are you trying to block me? So I mean, Chelsea. I wish them all the best when they are playing in the remaining matches. I have seen some of the statistics saying that they have the high capability of winning the FIFA Club World Cup. So what I can say is that I wish them all the best, and may the best team win because this is a tournament that, of course, is bringing those top clubs from different leagues, and it's exposing some of the players. And I think Chelsea, if they win, then it will be important for them also. They will add another trophy into their trophy cabinet, which will be a big shame for Arsenal, of course, because Arsenal, they don't know what is this trophy. And also the likes of Manchester United, they are now going to the vacations while other teams are playing. So I think it's important for them to win this trophy. Also, Palmeiras is not an easy team, so they will also have to put more effort so that they can win against Palmeiras. Otherwise, Chelsea, I wish them all the best.
Score prediction.
Uh, Maybe advantage for Chelsea. Win 1-0.
Okay, so Mzalendo our senior tukirap up we have a game venye tumesikia it's Friday USA but Kenya itakuwa Saturday. Which is the score prediction Chelsea versus Palmeiras?
You're on mute.
My prediction is that I don't want to predict anything. Anytime that I see Chelsea play, I want them to lose the game. So my prediction is Chelsea will definitely lose that game 1-0 or 2-0, 1-0. Yeah.
So thank you guys for showing up for this show tonight. It was
Alec,
impromptu.
Aleki,
Yeah.
just a second. I've sent you a message there on the private chat.
Yes, I've seen it. So I want to thank you guys for showing up for today and tumeifanya impromptu because of Jota passing away. But thanks anyway, guys, for showing up. We do it for the passion of the game. Thanks so much. Thank you also, Cortez, for joining. Joy will watch this part. So we meet next time. Thank you guys for showing up.